Down in an orientation with him and his dad. And him and I have been through so much, our ups and downs and stuff like that. And he knows me very well. And I know him very well. But and we have our faults and stuff, but I swear to God, man, this man is so fucking thoughtful and it's just so just wants to help everybody. I admire the fuck out of that, selflessly, and like I know I like to try and think I am, and again, this is me being hard on myself. I like to think that I am very cognate and aware of everyone around me, but I was like, dude, I look at the stuff that he does and the stuff that I do. It's like, dude, I'm so selfish compared to the shit that he does. He helps everyone he does, man, with no regrets or no fucking thought to what it will hurt himself.
Expecting anything either.
Yeah, exactly. He's just, and I fucking love the guy, man. And it's just like, God, I wanna be that selfless one day,
So you aspire to be that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Mikey?
Yeah, I've got a few. I had to sit and think about it for a second. That isn't family related.
Doesn't even have to be friends. Could be somebody in life or in
no,
history.
yeah. I mean, I think I have men that I look up to for like theology and philosophy, and
Okay.
the Jordan Petersons, the Ben Shapiros. You have, a few guys that you've showed me as well. Those guys, but ones that are close to home and not family related, like. I have a boss. His name's Eddie. Well, we call him Eddie. His real name's Mehdi. He's Middle Eastern, and he's the nicest human being. And he's done business with my mom for like the last 25 years. They've been working together for a long time. He's the one that hired me on last year when he wanted to expand his business. And so Mehdi came from the Middle East, came here with nothing, started as a salesman, got good at sales, started doing real estate, got good at real estate, got his broker's license, the whole shebang, right? American dream. And his wife is, I don't want to say, because I don't want to misspeak and it's not my business. I don't think she's terminally ill, but there's something wrong with her that she deals with on a consecutive daily basis that keeps him up at night, that, she has to be catered to, she has to be taken care of, she has to be whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I'll let the imagination, do its thing there. I don't ever hear this man complain. We have meetings all the time. We have all meetings all the time at different times of the day. And whether he's just waking up in the afternoon or he's been up all night, he shows up in those meetings and he's ready to work. It's about work. As soon as we get out, because we use Zoom. So, because we all work from home. So as soon as we see all this right here, he's ready to go. And that man has not only treated me with the utmost care and respect and just, not to say I didn't deserve this job, but I'm barely now just getting licensed into something that I've been a year in. And I had good qualifications for this job because of my sales experience and my people experience. He knew I'd thrive there, but I had no real estate experience. I had no idea. I still couldn't tell you the full process of a loan, and I've been doing it for a year. So there's just that much intel that you have to take in. But he also gave my best friend who just moved out of my house, Blake, a job without even Blake's a locksmith. Blake was a locksmith. He's never done sales in his life. The most he had to sell was a lock that literally had to be sold because they didn't have a lock. So it's not like he had to convince somebody to buy a lock. They needed a lock. He had a lock. Pretty simple purchase, right? So he had no experience.
What do you like from him though? Like what do you want to take in from him? What does he inspire you for? Like what kind of attributes from him?
He's just a good husband. He's a good man. He's a straight shooter in the sense that he rocks an iron fist with a velvet glove. He doesn't baby me. And even though like I'm, his nephew per se, right? Because he's known me my whole life, he treats me like a man. And like you said earlier, women want love and men want respect. He's never once, treated me as if I didn't know what I was doing or whatever the case may be. But overall, I said him because the way he takes care of his wife, and the way he takes care of his home, and the way that he selflessly does what he needs to do at the time he needs to do it, whether he wants to do it or not. So that's one. And then just another one that I'll highlight because I've always looked up to him is, and it's family related. It's my grandfather. He's an immigrant from Puerto Rico, served in the U.S. military, was a dual sport athlete in the University of Connecticut, and raised my mother to the best of his ability, and eventually had me. And I didn't have a great father figure in the earlyhood of my life, so that was the one I looked up to until I got my stepdad. And he's always been there for me. And he's a good man. He took care of his family when he had his family, to the best of his ability. He's a loyal man to God, and he just lives the right way. He cooks for his local soup kitchen for all the elderly and the homeless. He's one of the top guys in the church community. He's there every Sunday, but he's also the guy sweeping up the altar as soon as the entire church service is over. He's also, he's a man's man. He's made plenty of money in his life. He's super smart. He worked for Aerojet, which is the #1 premium engine company that built for all the NASA space shuttles. So he's a head engineer over there. Extremely smart, extremely talented, athletic, good man. All the things that I aspire to be. So.
Yeah, I think about people that actually try to challenge stuff. So a lot of people that come to mind to me are somebody like John Lennon, who's a guy that tried to challenge beliefs of what it means to be a person. And I know it can kind of go against people's beliefs on stuff when he had the song Imagine. And he talks about no countries, no borders, no religion, no hell above, no heaven, heaven above, no hell below. And he's basically trying to challenge your belief and tell you, like, there's more to life. There's more to us as being human beings. Like, we're all fighting over so much crap. If you take it all away, what's left to fight for? Stuff like that, that's like, it's so prevalent because it just makes you question, like, what are we really dying for? What are we really fighting for? Bruce Lee, a guy who makes you question the reality of what it means to be a person. Like, to even bring such a simple terminology of water. And he talks about water could flow or water could crash. Be like water, flow with your scenarios. And then water can be the most powerful thing, because look at the Grand Canyon. It literally caved and defined the whole Grand Canyon, just water. What is the one thing your body is made the most of? Water. Like, dog, it's Bob Marley, a guy who simply loved to play music and touch the souls of so many people that a Jamaican Rastafarian came out to the United States and had hundreds of thousands of white people
sold out crowds, bro,
singing his songs. Rastafarian Jamaican reggae music. That is unimaginable to me before social media and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of people I look up to, because it inspires me to push past limitations of what is reality, what is obtainable by a mere person and a mortal. Nobody in their life when Bob Marley was growing up looked at him and said, oh yeah, one day he's going to be playing for everybody in the world. Michael Jackson as a child, when he was getting whipped by his dad and thrown into show business, nobody ever thought Michael Jackson would be the most popular pop idol of the world. Like, it's
arguably of all time. I mean, arguably of all time. We still haven't seen another Michael Jackson.
Dog, nobody will ever defeat him. And I'll throw an Adam light out there. He never touched kids. There you go, Adam. Take that and have fun with it too. You're freaking like, what was it?
I say that every single day now, ever since I heard that.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Man.
It's wild. Anytime the media says something, go the other way. But those are like a few men to me that stand out, because it's like when you think about somebody and a man, somebody who defines their motivation, how they carry themselves. If I got to find someone close to home, it's where my mom comes from, Macedonia. That's a third world country. Mm-hmm. That's where men woke up in the morning and went to work, either in their farm jobs, their factories. The women were staying at home to raise the kids, to cook lunches and dinner for them. It was that old school mentality. But you know where they thrived, where we in America failed? They have set standards. If you were a girl and got pregnant before you were married, you were an outcast. You know what they do here? Celebrate you. They throw a baby shower. They throw you a baby shower.
They throw you free money too.
Mikey, my grandpa came from Macedonia when I was a little baby, 3 or 4 years old, and my mom was going to a baby shower, and my grandpa asked her, "Where are we going?" And she said, "The person." She was like, "I thought she's not married." And he's like, and my mom was like, "No, she's not." He's like, "I'm not going.
Really?
I'm not supporting somebody who is doing what she shouldn't
real
be doing."
Motherfucker right there. That's
my grandpa, dog, bro, Dedo Ricky.
That's OG. That's OG as hell.
I'll tell you this, my guys. If you ever had the privilege of meeting him or going to like that kind of a country and seeing how men carried themselves, they don't bullshit. They carry themselves with dignity, respect.
It's sad to see what's become of our country.
We've been wussified. Men
It's
here
so
are being
sad.
wussified. We've talked about it plenty of times. Hard times.